artists, watch this video to learn more about drawing portraits. This is a self-portrait, which means it's a drawing of me. You can make a portrait of someone else or a self-portrait, which would be a drawing of you. Let's begin. Today, I'm going to use a black marker just so you can see my drawing lines a little bit better, but I would recommend that you draw with pencils so that you're able to erase if you make a mistake. The first part of starting this portrait is to make a cup or a U shape to be the start of the head. I like to put this kind of in the middle of my paper. My paper is going vertical, and I put it in the middle so I have space for hair at the top and my neck and shoulders at the bottom. Think about what you'll add in the background of your portrait and how much space you'll need. This will help you decide how large or how small to draw. I'll begin by making this U or cup shape. Next, I'll start the eyes kind of in the middle by making two humps. This is the top of my eye. The colorful part of our eye is called our iris. I'll draw this by making two circles that touch that hump. The bottom lid of our eye is drawn by making a slightly curved line that connects. And then in the middle of your eye, draw the pupil. Feel free to pause the video at any time if you need to catch up. Next, I'll draw my eyelids by making a hump line above my eyes. I can add eyelashes. Eyelashes help keep our eyes clean and the dust out of them. If you do add eyelashes, I would consider drawing them pretty small, especially underneath your eye, and not adding so many that it goes all the way around your eye. That will take away from the details that we've just drawn in your eye. Next, you'll also need to add eyebrows. Some people's eyebrows are more round, some are straight, some are pointed. Feel your eyebrows and see what they feel like. Next, we'll begin drawing the nose. Noses can be difficult to draw, so we're just going to draw the bottom part of the nose, and we won't draw this top part. I start by making what looks like a little smile or a little U, and then on both sides, I'll make a C and a backward C. This just shows the bottom part of your nose and where your nostrils are. This part is part of your face, but we don't actually need any lines to show it for it to make sense. After we draw the mouth, it will start to look much more like a person. To begin the mouth, I'll make a line that's slightly curved up at the edges. Make sure that it isn't a really big U or a big smile. That will make your lips very large when we draw them next. Above this line, I'll make a tiny, tiny little letter U. This is the bump in your top lip. And then connect it back to that line we drew. There's your top lip. Draw another line below to create the bottom lip. It's really starting to look more like a person at this point. Next, I can add the ears on both sides of the face with little curves. After this, I'll add two vertical lines to be the neck, and then lines that start at the neck and slope downwards to be the shoulders. Typically, portraits don't show a person's whole body. They only show their head, their neck, and their shoulders. I've added some details to make this start to look more like me. Here's the top of my shirt and the overalls I'm wearing today. Now we'll add the hair. You can look at different resources to help you with this. When I look at these, I notice that not only is the length of the hair different, but the hairline is as well. The hairline is the hair that comes over your forehead. Some of them are more zigzagged. Some are kind of these curvy lines or wavy lines. Think about what your hair looks like if you're making a self-portrait, or if you're making a portrait of another person, what their hair looks like to help you. I'm creating a self-portrait today, and I know that my hair is kind of curly and wavy. So I'm going to begin above the head and then make some curvy lines that come down to where we began that U earlier. This is my hairline. Next, I'll add another dot above that to start my hair. My hair comes down to about my shoulders, so I'll have it keep going down to that point. Notice that I didn't color in my hair. I also didn't do lots and lots of lines. That takes away from the overall shape, and it also makes it harder to color in or paint in the future. You can add a couple detail lines to show more of what your hair texture is like this. But make sure that you're not filling in all of the hair with lots and lots of lines. Next, you can add more of those finishing touches to really make it look like the person that you're envisioning. That could be you or someone else. I know that I wear glasses, so I'm going to draw my glasses, and it's okay if they kind of cover up my eyebrows because they do in real life too. I could also add other details to the clothing if I wanted to. If you wear earrings, or if the person you're drawing wears earrings, you could add earrings, and then begin to think about what you will include in the background. Thanks for watching this video to learn more about portraits.